Yeah. You've served at the head of the ISI for many years. I'm just wondering, what do you think is closer to a life in intelligence, James Bond or Salman Khan?
Oh no, none of that actually. It's a very serious business, and when I went there very reluctantly because it's not considered to be something that usually a line officer wants to and says we better be keep away from this spooky business, cloak and dagger, and so on. However, when I was there, I found out that this was one very rewarding, very honorable, very taxing, and very valuable thing because you are assessing threats. In my field, I mean, there are also who assess internal threats who are involved with that. I had to take care of the trans-frontier threats, India, Kashmir, Afghanistan, United States. I mean, these are the people, whether you call them threats or potential threats, and while dealing with them and making an assessment of that and warning our people, okay, look, this may be happening. This is what the potential is. Turned out to be one huge, gratifying experience.
That's very interesting. I know that ISI and RAW have different structures, and whereas ISI, you have a lot of sort of career intelligence officers, whereas that changes with RAW because you often have people from the military serving in the intelligence, like yourself. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, I've conceded that in a couple of books that India has an advantage here because there the people who are there are for a long run, on almost on permanent basis. In our case, especially an organization like ISI, it's a huge mix. In fact, the majority of people come from the armed forces, serve there for a short period, and then go back because of the career reasons. So that means we have that problem. Those who are there as the permanent one, the civilian cadres, or people from the armed forces who've been inducted there for a longer period, they certainly were an asset. But on the other side, I found, I noted that in the book, that there were people sometimes sitting on the borders who've known about that area, yeah, including our own area, a little better than we do. Because 15 years, if you were sitting in Jammu, then you would know more about Sialkot than our intelligence people on the borders. So that was the advantage that one conceded to India, but that's also a problem. It's just a structural problem. Ultimately, one has to look at the product and somehow or other managed it because it's been such a long-lasting, relationship in whatever form that one found out a little more about the other side.